What's a secret you will take to the grave but don't mind telling on the internet? I tried to kill my mother. She was abusive, verbally and physically. She knew exactly where to hit so no one would see the bruises. When my dad was away for work, she'd rip out clumps of my hair or shove me into walls. I think she has some kind of personality disorder, but no one in my family ever did anything about it. They acted like it was normal, like I was the problem. Even the neighbors turned a blind eye. I was the one working 2 jobs every summer, killing myself to pay bills in my parents' names and make sure my younger sister got to all her activities. Meanwhile, my mom would go through these phases where she refused to work at all. I was exhausted and angry, but I always kept it together, until that night. I came home late from my second job, dragging my feet and just wanting to collapse. But she was waiting. She got right in my face, yelling about how useless I was, how I'd never be anything. Something in me snapped. All the years of pain, all the humiliation, all the exhaustion, I couldn't take it anymore. Before I even realized what I was doing, I grabbed her and tried to shove her head through the wall. It was an old house in New England, plaster and lath, and the wall didn't give. She started screaming, "Help! Help!" But there was no one to help her, just like there had never been anyone to help me. I told her, "If you can dish it out, you should be able to take it." And I meant it. I shoved her to the floor and started kicking her in the abdomen and thigh. I kept trying to smash her head into that wall with one hand. I was so angry, and it felt good. She had destroyed so many people's lives, including mine, and she never faced any consequences. My dad called the cops on me. It's funny how he never called them when she was hurting me. When they showed up, they split us up to get our stories. I was so tired, so raw, that I blurted out, "Where were you when I was 8 and she was doing this to me?" One of the cops looked stunned. He went and talked to his partner, then came back and said, "I think this isn't an assault. I think it's a mental health issue." They pressured my parents into agreeing, and instead of jail, I ended up in a hospital as part of a diversion program. 3 days in detox, no charges, no record, just a prescription for Prozac and a state-paid recommendation for therapy. Trying to kill my mom probably saved my life. I got the help I needed, tools from a therapist that taught me how to cope. But it's not something I can ever talk about. Who would date me? Who would hire me if they knew? I guess the moral of the story is to be kind. You never know what someone's been through or what they're capable of when they've been pushed too far.